We're going into the script.
We could do Avengers first. Marvel released that they are going to be changing their Avengers 5 title to Avengers Doomsday instead of Avengers Kang Dynasty. Supposedly leaked the plot of what was going to be the original Avengers Kang Dynasty online, and I got pulled up right here. This is from Time to Shine Hello on says that in this film, the TVA began gathering anchor beings from across the multiverse, believing that they're the only ones powerful enough to defeat the Council of Kangs. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were their anchor beings from their respective realities, while Tom Holland's Spider-Man served for the anchor being of Earth 616, which I don't really like that. But the movie was intended to be smaller in scope compared to Secret Wars, focusing on Holland's Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and other anchors like Nick Cage's Ghost Rider and others were going to show up. And the plan was for all of them to ultimately fail, leading to the collapse of the multiverse and Kang's creation of Battleworld. And this would set the stage for Secret Wars, where they'd bring in the MCU characters and other multiversal figures to fight Kang.
I mean, it sounds right just because they did establish the anchor being thing pretty hard in Deadpool, and Deadpool presumably was written before all of the shifting kind of came through. So this is, sounds pretty believable. I get them doing Spider-Man as the anchor being, or Tom Holland Spider-Man as the anchor being, just because like it would be kind of contradictory if they said, because like the two that you think of are Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, and they did kind of die. So like,
but I would argue that what about Thor? Thor literally helped defeat Thanos and has been there all along. Has literally, I guess maybe because there's a Thor in every universe, that's basically like the same power level. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, but I don't think there is. I think that one's probably a better shout. I think I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to market with Spider-Man more, but I think if you're doing like Avengers, should have gone like more the Thor route.
Yeah.
Like he's like in a sense this is a continuation from Avengers 2012. It's a bit weird to make the anchor being of the universe of Avengers 2012 someone that didn't appear until like 15 movies in.
But we don't have to worry about that now because this plot doesn't exist. But I do think it's interesting though that Marvel wanted to kind of lean fully into this multiverse thing and kind of do what I thought was kind of going to be Doctor Strange and Deadpool and Wolverine, where they're kind of going around to different universes, recruiting different multiversal figures, which I don't really know if that would that would be fun to watch. I would watch the shit out of that, but I just don't know if that would be the most compelling story that would follow up Endgame.
I think the problem with multiverse stuff outside of just the fatigue of audiences, which is not all like Marvel's fault. Like everyone's been jumping on the multiverse thing. So I think the biggest issue with it is you create a story out of thin air, and you can because you can go to a multiverse and just like pluck people and stuff. Like I think what really made Endgame and Infinity War good was just the build up to it, and like it felt like a real build up, and the stakes felt like somewhat real because they had been building it up for multiple movies. This, it would just be like plucking people out that we had never seen up in the MCU up until that point. And like it is definitely a disappointment that this would have been, and I hope this is changing in the reshuffling, but I so far haven't heard anything about any of the characters that have gotten movies since Endgame.
Yeah, and now I think that they're saying that Doctor Strange is going to be headlining it, which I think is a better option than kind of than having like the 3 Spider-Men lead it, which like on paper, the 3 Spider-Men leading an Avengers movie, like I'm gonna watch that movie over any other movie 10 times out of 10. But
Yeah.
I don't know, with the recent like multiversal things and the way that Marvel seems to be going, I this would have worried me a little bit. That was pretty much it for Avengers